A pandemic, a new disease with worldwide spread. Pandemics are not common, but the last one occurred barely more than a decade ago. Here are 5 of the most deadly pandemics from recent history. The swine flu in 2009. Although Zika and Ebola both could have also been qualified, COVID-19 is the first WHO-sanctioned pandemic since the swine flu outbreak over a decade ago. The H1N1 virus quickly spread across the globe, causing alarm among civilians and medical professionals alike. The patient zero location was traced to be a small town in Veracruz, Mexico. A Frankenstein's monster of pig, bird and human illnesses, the new strain mercifully had a relatively low fatality rate. And after a little over a year, the WHO declared that the pandemic is over. It did not cause nearly as much disruption as the COVID-19 today, but the swine flu estimated to infect at least 11% of the global population, and caused about 284,000 deaths. The HIV/AIDS in the 1980s. Although the coronavirus is naturally nicking all the headlines all over the world, one of humanity's most dangerous pandemics is still raging across the last 4 decades. Thought to have developed from a chimpanzee virus in the 1920s, the HIV/AIDS gained particular notoriety when it started spreading through America in the 1980s, claiming the lives of famous people such as actor Rock Hudson and singer Freddie Mercury. In 2018, the WHO figures stated that around 37.9 million people were still living with HIV/AIDS, while about 770,000 had died in that year alone. The medical community is as close as it has ever been to eradicating the HIV/AIDS, and many people live long lives on HIV/AIDS medication, but there is still no cure. The Asian flu. First identified in China in February 1957, the aptly named Asian flu had spread to the United States by June that year, and by mid-November had swept across Europe. It claimed between 1 and 2 million lives, but this pandemic unusual in targeting 100 million. Estimates of how many infected people died vary greatly. But regardless, the Spanish flu is considered to be one of the deadliest pandemics in history.